Well, first of all, we've played 37 games now. That was the most physical, hard-fought game of the season for us. I thought San Diego State really set the tone on how the game was going to be played. I mean, they might have had 7 or 8 second shots in the first 3 minutes of the game. And their physicality, their athleticism, their toughness, they got a tremendous team and a great program, and we knew that before the game. That wasn't a surprise to us. But the story is about us advancing. It took tremendous toughness and resolve. I felt like we overcame Nick not scoring, Caleb in foul trouble, the beginning of the game giving up that many second shots. And you don't get to this level without having that toughness and resolve that we have. And that, to me, was the storyline of the game, us finding a way, being tough-minded, and almost willing our way to the finish line.
Open up the questions. We'll start right over there.
Sean, over here to your left, Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post. Could you, I know it's about your team here right now, but prior to your game, Archie gets through. Did you have an eye on that, even though as you're preparing, and can you just discuss this next step in history that you guys have made?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, we watched the game in our locker room. I think we were all pulling for Dayton. They run a lot of the same plays we run, and it was interesting to hear our players call them out. That's this, that's that. But I'm happy for Dayton. I'm happy for Arch. And you know what? I don't want to take too much of the spotlight off of what you said, our team, and really his team too. The fact that 2 of us are in the Elite Eight is a very unique situation. But we'll see. Hopefully we have the ability to come back and play well here on Saturday. This is about Arizona having the opportunity to get to a Final Four. Well, Caleb is a very, very important piece to our team. His size defensively anchors many things, and without him, we're not the same. He's gotten smarter on not getting in foul trouble, but tonight wasn't his night, especially him getting his 4th foul the way he did on a shot fake 17 feet from the basket. It's tough on somebody, a player, in a game of this magnitude and things aren't going well, to turn it around. But I will tell you that part of our surge in the second half began when he came back in the game with 4 fouls. We got the ball to him deep in the lane. He converted. And then I think we kind of looked more of who we are as a team. So there are a lot of our players, Nick, Caleb, that played through a lot of adversity throughout the game, and at the end they were there for us. But it was good that Caleb could contribute the way he did in the second half, and especially with Rondé fouling out like he did. But like I said in my opening statement, this was a game of resolve and will, both teams, and we had to find a way with a lot of things not going our way here tonight. Well, San Diego State showed a 1-3-1 zone, especially against New Mexico. We watched all 3 New Mexico games quite a bit, knew that they had success with, especially with Dwayne Poley at the top of it. When I saw them go to it the first time, we had a lot of timeouts, so we called one just to make sure we were organized against it. When we came out of the timeout, they went man-to-man. And then they tried it again on the most pivotal part of the game. Our guys were ready. We executed first side, second side, threw the ball inside. Caleb, I think, was the person who passed it out. Nick got a great look. And that 3 came against their 1-3-1, not against their man-to-man. In a game like this, like Aaron mentioned, there's a lot of little things. But our poise when they change defenses that late in the game and to create a good open 3 and then make it, it's one of the reasons that we won. That, to me, was a huge turning point, or not really a turning point, but I think gave us a gap, gave us a confidence that the game was going in our direction. And, Nick has to make the shot. Early in his career, like all young players, it's not easy to put a bad first half behind you and come up big at the end. But between his free throw shooting and that 3-point shot, it's amazing for a kid to be able to do that after not making shots for about 25, 30 straight minutes. When I talk about will and resolve and having a toughness about our team, it's the willingness to take the shot and then make it when things haven't gone your way the entire game, especially in a game like this of such great meaning. You know, it really didn't, and probably because in our first exhibition game, I feel a lot of stress. Like, like they're all the same. You're trying to win every one of them, and it's not just me. It's a coaching staff. It's a team. We have high expectations of ourselves. Our program has high expectations, and, right now we have a golden opportunity. But I wouldn't say that our mindset or my mindset was any different in this game than it would have been a game in November. We're all trying to win and be the best we can on this day. And when you start making things at this level bigger than they need to, that's not going to help anybody, especially if you're the coach. So we know what's at stake, but everyone does. It's about us sticking to our guns, having that identity in place, and being the best team we can be. And for us, that now means on Saturday evening.